Kesha Williams was a 24-year-old food delivery girl. On the day everything changed, she was only supposed to bring lunch to TechCorp's control center. But when she entered the room, all she saw were red emergency screens flashing everywhere. The system had been down for 3 hours. 20 engineers were trying and failing to fix it. Michael Harrison, the company's chief technology officer, was screaming at his team. "If you think you're so smart, fix it now," he yelled, pointing at the screens. Kesha placed the food on the table, but she couldn't help noticing one of the error codes. Without thinking, she said, "That's a cache memory conflict. You rebooted the main server without clearing the transaction buffer." The entire room went silent. 20 engineers from top universities stared at her like she was speaking nonsense. Michael laughed loudly. "Very funny. You're a delivery girl. I doubt you even finished high school. Leave the real work to people who actually know what they're doing." Some engineers chuckled. One of them, David Park, smirked. "Girl, this isn't a broken microwave. This system handles millions of dollars." But Kesha didn't back down. She looked at the screen calmly and said, "Follow my suggestion. The system will be back in 2 minutes. And when it works, remember this moment." Michael laughed harder. 2 minutes? Honey, 20 experts haven't fixed it in 3 hours. Still, they tried her idea. 2 minutes later, the system came back online. Every red screen turned green. And none of them forgot that moment. 3 days later, Michael was still angry. He couldn't accept that a food delivery girl had solved a problem his entire team couldn't. When David Park found out that Kesha had dropped out of college due to financial problems, Michael smirked. People like her don't belong in our world. What they didn't know was that Kesha had left college only because she had to take care of her sick mother. She still studied programming at night and had even built her own delivery route software at home. Instead of respecting her talent, Michael used his influence to punish her. He contacted all the delivery apps and lied, saying she had been rude to him. Within 24 hours, Kesha was banned from all delivery platforms. Her only source of income was gone. When her mother asked what was wrong, Kesha simply said, "Don't worry, Mom, I'll handle it." That night, she opened her old laptop and started coding again. But this time, she wasn't building something small. She was building a system that could scan companies for security flaws, something powerful enough to expose TechCorp's weaknesses. Meanwhile, at TechCorp, Michael bragged to his team about having Kesha blacklisted. But one person didn't laugh. Jennifer Chun, a senior programmer who had tried to defend Kesha earlier. She secretly recorded Michael admitting he sabotaged Kesha. That same night, Jennifer messaged Kesha privately and sent her the recording. Kesha now had proof. Kesha worked even harder. Using the information Jennifer gave her, she reached out to TechCorp's client companies, offering free security checks. In a few days, she discovered serious flaws in systems TechCorp had built, problems Michael had ignored. Soon, TechCorp's biggest clients started calling Michael non-stop. They had received reports from a security expert named Kay Williams. Michael froze when he heard her name. Within 24 hours, 12 clients canceled their contracts. Then Jennifer sent her recording to the entire company. Within an hour, the story was all over social media. Kesha arrived at TechCorp with her lawyer and 2 journalists. She had been officially hired by the board to audit the company after the mass cancellations. Michael panicked as cameras were pointed at him. Kesha opened her laptop and presented 23 major system flaws that had cost millions. "Any competent team should have seen these," she said calmly. Michael's career collapsed in a single morning. 6 months later, Kesha had her own cybersecurity company, Secure Code Solutions. Her mother was healthy. Jennifer became her operations director. Many former TechCorp clients now hired Kesha instead. TechCorp lost 80% of its clients. Michael was fired, broke, and ignored by the same people who once praised him. A year later, Kesha stood in her new office on the 21st floor, invited to speak at a major tech conference, an event where Michael had once been a keynote speaker. She had turned injustice into strength and prejudice into progress, and she proved that real talent has no color, no class, and no limits.